I didn't really get a chance to talk about this situation, so I wanted to take today, April 3rd, a good day at that later for sure. And I wanted to take some time to really talk about this.
Make sure to turn down your volume in 3, 2.
Some people think too much of themselves, but with them I forget how. Keep the problems in the closet with the skeleton instead of solving them and they drop it. They making it worse, telling friends and people they don't even know the truth is.
And try to explain the situation that has happened with me, DeadSec, and JJ Orange. A lot of people probably didn't really hear about it. It went very fast. It was like a month ago. Probably I'd say a couple weeks ago. And yeah, so I'm gonna break it down and talk about everything leading up to this point and why I don't like this situation. Leading up to this point, me, DeadSec, and JJ Orange having good friends, all having good times. We all joke around, we all banter and all that. And I feel like I met him in 2023 on Apex Legends, or yeah. And he was brand new to the game at the time. Pretty much since then I've been playing with him. And you know, I invited JJ Orange because obviously that was like one of me and JJ Orange's main games for a little bit. And all three of us played. You know, we all had good times, and I'm pretty sure, you know, DeadSec liked him also, and he was cool with him. And you know how me and JJ Orange are. When you put both of us in the room and we make content, or both of us, you know, really doing anything, we have a certain different type of energy, a different type of sense of humor, a different type of thing going on. So it's a whole different experience than just me by myself sometimes, because that's just what me and JJ Orange have. It's just a different type of funniness. So, you know, with that said, when we play games and stuff, it's like that too. And then, you know, we're pretty much the same no matter who the person is. And what I mean by that, as in like the people we hang out with, like no matter who the person is that we chill and play games with, like if we're around them, we still act the same. Like it doesn't change with specific people. It's mostly the same. Like, I mean, it changes a little bit depending on the person. Like there's different jokes for different people and different stuff. So it's a little bit different, but you know, I talk about it a little bit more in the video after. But it's mostly basically the same, like core aspect too. But once we get to know that person more and more, you know, we'll obviously open up more and be more comfortable with joking and whatnot. Because we're not always streaming. I'm not always streaming, and I dang well know JJ Orange doesn't always stream. I know he doesn't have the same passion for it like I do. I know he doesn't have the same drive like I do. And a lot of people, and I'm not saying specifically JJ Orange, but a lot of people will say they have that, but then they don't show that. Like, people will see this, like, for example, right? If someone were to be like, you know how I upload a lot, live stream a lot, as if, like, I can't, like, if I had, or I can't in, like, a day. Like, if I wasn't going to be able to in a day. So I was streaming and doing all that content as if, you know, tomorrow was my last day that I had internet or something, you know? And then there's some people that just chill for a while, and then they drop a new video. Chill for a while, then they do a live stream. Or, you know, some kind of mix of that. And to them, they might see them as you know, having that same drive, having that same, like, wanting to do YouTube and stuff. But, and I'm just saying, because I've been around JJ Orange since he was born. I know how my brother is, and he doesn't have that same thing for YouTube, especially some things he has not said on camera, you know, and it's just what it is. He doesn't enjoy it like I do. Now, as a viewer of the platform, that's a different story. You know, I mean, who doesn't enjoy YouTube? One of the most popular used things. Google owns it, shoot. And there's so much stuff on YouTube that I know a lot of people that have seen videos, at least, they probably not subscribe to people. They probably don't go on it on a daily basis, but they still use it, and that's how influential YouTube is, and that's how many people watch and use YouTube. Even if they use it one time or once in a while, no matter what, people still will see it. It's almost like, some people once in a while will come to my channel and watch me, or once in a while, etc. But my point is, when it comes down to the whole entirety of like the whole YouTube thing, as a creator or a content creator, I don't think he has that same type of thing. But when it comes to being a viewer, I mean, we're pretty much in the same boat, of how much we I don't know. Maybe he watches as much as me. I don't know. I use it like almost every second of the day, YouTube. So it's kind of hard to really say, because I'm not around JJ Orange 24/7. And, but I've seen, him and watching content, and I know he watches a lot. So, that's still a fact. But, going back to the whole thing and the whole situation, it all, we all had good times, and it's been 2 years since me and JJ Orange have met DeadSec. We met him in the same year, maybe not the same month, possibly in the same month, and freaking pretty much everything was fine. But up until recently, and this is where, like, DeadSec has said some crazy stuff before, not like some stuff that's like offensive or anything like bad like that. But a little bit. Like, he was, like, back then, like, getting into the, like, slowly getting to that point a little bit. And even getting, here and there. And then, like, there's a line right here, right? That line I won't cross sometimes. Or not even sometimes, but a lot of the time, because I don't like, I don't want people to be unhappy and stuff. But I am a comedian. So I want to try to make a joke that doesn't make people unhappy. But also, like, that's not what I want, but sometimes I do just go for it. So it really all depends. Now this line, DeadSec has been like, right here sometimes. Sometimes it's like right behind that line. Sometimes it's on that line. Sometimes it's like, But recently, and I don't know what month, February 27th. And I sent him a message, and I'll read that off right now. I said, yo, dude, I wanted to quickly talk to you about some of the stuff you said at my stream. We might have to make content separately in the meantime, and I don't think I can live stream with you anymore. If you can, maybe watch what you say so people don't get angry at us. It might be your dark humor, but a lot of people are different, and I don't think those same people would take too kindly to it. Just for the best, we're going to do things like that now. But as far as things go, we can still play, but just not content and live streaming anymore. Because he says some crazy stuff. Like, if I wasn't live streaming, that would have been fine. If he didn't want me to live stream while playing with him, I would have been fine doing that. I would still make my content, because that's what I came, to do, and hop on and make content. That was the reason why I was freaking playing. But, like, no matter what, I was going to do that. If I had to cut that out of the video, easier done than said. But he says some crazy stuff, like political, like absolutely, like, outlandish stuff, like just out there. I don't know what led him to do that, but I mean, he's younger. He's on the younger side. So I guess that's to be expected or whatnot. And I also don't know this person very well. I've only met him on Apex, and that was the only time we've been around each other because of that. And that was the only time I really hanged out with them. So not very much overall. I haven't met this person in real life either. So there's a lot of stuff that I, don't know. I don't know his like sense of humor very well. I don't know, like, if that makes sense. And neither is JJ Orange. And JJ Orange doesn't really like play that much or stream that much or make content that much. So he's not really around. Not even half as much as I am around. So it's really, we don't really know, what he's going to do or say. So like, when that day happened and he did that, like, even on stream I was like bewildered. Like, in the moment I was like, this is something that he really just said. Like, he really just did that. And I mean, you could go back to the stream. I might have to edit the stream, But I'm fully allowing everybody to watch that stream. And just know, like I said in the comments of that stream, I said, I don't condone anything with any of that or what he just said. And then, you know, I was like, never. So, and the thing is, too, that DeadSec never, like, did anything like that. He's always been, like, kind of a chill, like, kind of positive, you know, there's dark humor and stuff like that, and, you know, it's there. And, you know, he's never been, like, that type of person. But then he made that joke, and I'm like, oh, all right. Okay, then. So, yeah, he did that. And it was a little bit out of character, is basically what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, well, probably gonna stop doing content and streaming. But you know what? I decided to let him have another chance. But with that message sent, I feel like, you know, the message was sent. Now, not too long ago, about a couple weeks ago, after that moment, that was like not even like strike one. That was like, okay, that was weird, but probably not gonna do content anymore. We'll stop doing that. But when this happened, this was a little bit different because, I mean, it's really JJ Orange's and DeadSec situation, but I just wanted to, you know, speak on the perspective of me and, you know, the whole story and everything, in case nobody was watching the Apex Legends stream, or if they don't watch the gaming, just a little bit of a story time type of video or something. And he joined. I asked him to join. I was playing with Razor Wire, and then he hopped off, and then I started playing with JJ Orange on Apex. I think I went solo or something around that time too, before JJ Orange hopped on or something like that. And then DeadSec joined, or was it me and DeadSec were playing? No, or was it me, DeadSec, and Razor Wire? I don't remember. I honestly don't. But either way, the lobby was the same as it was for like 2 years. You know, everything was fine for 2 years. 2 complete years. Chilling. Since 2023, no problems at all. But then last month happens. And I decided to come back to Apex after I officially retired. You guys already seen the video. You guys already know. I already retired from the game. And come back to it to play a little bit of it. And I obviously stopped playing 2 days ago. Anyway. And funny on April Fools, and we started playing, and I guess DeadSec was having a bad day or something. I don't know, but either way, me and JJ Orange and DeadSec started playing the usual stuff. You know, nothing really different. It's just the same thing. We were literally joking with DeadSec the same way as we always do. And then, out of nowhere, DeadSec gets extremely angry or frustrated with something. I don't know what it was. But it must have been, like, built in, and he's like, and we're just joking, and he was like, JJ Orange, I don't know what the frick you're talking about, or JJ Orange this and that, and you don't do this, or you don't do that, and it wasn't, like, really bad. But then, when the one thing that he said, the last thing that he said was, the fact that you're condoling this sec, or condoling this sec or something. Basically, he's saying that that I'm encouraging it, is like disappointing, and it's almost like he doesn't like hear me doing the exact same thing, the same joking that me and JJ Orange do, and with DeadSec that we've done for 2 years, the same type of joking, and he's blaming on JJ Orange. And he's like, yo, why are you doing that and this and that? And I'm like, he's not even doing anything. So I'm like, you know, doing the same joke. And like, why are you acting like this, you know? Right after he said that I'm condolencing it or whatever, he left. And, you know, not too long after that. Yeah, so March 21st is when it happened. So, okay, maybe about 2 weeks ago. I said, yo, I don't know what happened, but we was just joking the same way we have since I met you. He said, I'm sorry. Said, I don't know what happened, but we was just messing around, playing around as usual. Why are you sorry? I was just reminding you, home dog. And he said, alright. And I said, hope you know I'm here for you. You're the homie. I don't want you feeling like that. That's not what I wanted to happen. I was just trying to get you to laugh and have a good time while we were playing. And then he said, it's so sweaty on the game. And I said, I need to get some money to get online. He said, appreciate it, homie. I said, I got you. He said he's currently on Apex. I said, I'm currently editing videos. He said, alright, will you be on later? I said, soon. JJ Orange is on right now. If you want to play with him, I'm getting on in like 20 minutes is when I'm planning on doing that. But then he says, this is the message where I was like, I don't know if I agree with this. But he said, I'm not that willing to play with after what happened. So it's almost like he was asking me to get on Apex. But JJ Orange was already on. So it's like, why not play with him? And he was like, he's not willing to play with JJ Orange after the thing we've been doing for 2 years. Oh, shoot, Verdance is back. Anyway, and I said, what do you mean? I thought we talked about it and settled it straight. And I said, broski, join the call real quick. So I called him. And we'll get to that in a minute. Not too long from now. And I thought, in my opinion, after like that call that happened, it was the day after it all happened or something. And I just felt like, cause this dude, like me and this dude are the homies. Like we played Modern Warfare Triple I, we played freaking Apex. I haven't had a friend that played multiple games since JJ Orange, and even JJ Orange is, I don't know, but freaking like an actual friend though, play games and just have a chill time. Like all the time he would ask me to play and I would hop on, obviously, but I would ask him to play and he would hop on. Like that's a true friend right there. And not just that, but for the longest time we've been chill. Like 2 years of not just Apex, but Call of Duty, freaking, that's it. And probably a gamer or other games too. And always was fine. Then he made that comment about something political not too long ago. In February. And then he gets like mad at JJ Orange or something. And then I'm like, what? Where'd that come from? I felt like the best way to figure out things was to hit DedSec up and give him a call. And let's go ahead and react to that video where I gave him a call. DedSec! They probably won't even answer. I want to know what he's talking about. Like, I don't know. So this is probably the part where I'm saying join the call, homie. I called him again. I'm very interested because, like, I have no idea. Yo, what's up, Sec Dead? I heard you listening to music, so I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to ask because, like, if I could say it on text, like, it's one thing, but if I like say it in person, like, I feel like we can get a better understanding. But what did JJ Orange do? I'm still trying to figure out like what he did.
He kind of.
Did he say something? Did he mute me and say something? Because I heard everything he said. I don't.
Everything he said was kind of hateful towards me, in my opinion. Because I had people in the past just freaking say such things, like something on the range of what you were saying, just get me angry.
Wait, me or me or him?
Him.
Oh, what did he say though?
Yeah,
like,
I was basically verbally bullied by people in school to the point where I just get mad too easily and just I get mad. I used to get too mad too easily to the point where people were just say things ultimately like he said towards me.
Oh, it was like similar.
When I get in trouble.
So what he's basically saying is what JJ Orange was doing and saying was what he was bullied for in school. That has to be impossible. Like, unless me and JJ Orange are at the school with him. But how can... It sounds like an excuse to me. Like, it has to be an excuse. There's no way that what me and JJ Orange have been doing for 2 years have been the reason why he got upset. Now, like I said, he could have had a bad day. He could have just said that too. And that is the thing. He could have just said, oh, I'm having a bad day. But he probably didn't know like how to convey that or how to explain that or say that. So, with that in mind, being a possibility, and I don't think he would, be an a-hole, but again, I don't know the dude, and act this way, and just be rude to us for no reason of how we've been acting the same way for so long, and he was chill for a while, and then all of a sudden he's just, being rude and being a-hole. If, that is what he was doing, but people change. So I don't know if that's like what he's doing, or if, again, he didn't know how to explain that what I just said was how he felt. He just having a bad day. But where I think he's starting going to the rude a-hole side is because, again, we've been doing the same exact thing for 2 years. What made it different from this time compared to every other time me, JJ Orange, and DeadSec have played? What is the difference between now and then? It's completely confusing how he came to that conclusion, to think that me and him were being rude in any way, shape, or form. If that is the case for that time, that one time out of 2 years, then maybe we shouldn't play. Maybe we shouldn't play at all. Because I don't see what JJ Orange did wrong. I don't see what I did wrong. The only thing I saw that was wrong was someone seeing what we're doing as being negative, when me and JJ Orange were just playing the game. I've been playing video games with JJ Orange since he's been born. I've showed him games. Me and him beat Luigi's Mansion. We were supposed to play more games than that, but he doesn't want to. Otherwise he would have. And we only did one episode of Super Mario Sunshine, and that's one of those games. And he only wants to play Gmod, Minecraft, Fortnite, or Roblox, or just some Toontown. He doesn't really want to play any other games than that. And those are like the main games. Oh, and Apex. I forgot. Apex too. And that's just his decision. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to like those games. That's just that situation. Where I get confused is where he's saying that we're basically bullying him, or JJ Orange is bullying him. And that's just completely false. Like, I'm not going to speak for JJ Orange, but I mean, I feel like he's going to agree with me. He's basically going to say, the homie ZXinfinite, Zach, you already said it all. I don't have to say anything because you said basically how I felt. And I just don't see, like, where DeadSec started feeling that way. Feeling that type of way. I don't understand how for 2 years he was fine. Like, there's no way that this was 2 years of bullying. That's just complete BS. DeadSec was fine with it then, so why is he not fine with it now? And I'm not trying to, like, make it, like, a drama thing with DeadSec. Don't witch hunt, don't attack him. Don't do anything hurtful towards him. This is just, it is rude and disrespectful. But it doesn't warrant anything negative towards him. And I still, hope and wish the best for him. And he's still the homie. That's not going to change. But when you're disrespecting me and my brother, that's like, now it's like, I don't even want to play with you now. Now I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want you all, like, as a friend on the friend list. Like, I don't want you around me now. If you're just going to sit there and be disrespectful for no reason at all because stuff's going on, then talk to me about it. That's what I'm here for. I'm the homie. That's what I'm doing, and I'm wanting to talk to you about it. Like, I want you to, speak to me on these things. Like, I could be therapeutic. But if you're going to just continuously, like, blame JJ Orange and blame me for what you think is bullying, then that's just, like, disrespectful for no reason. After, like, all the times everything was all chill, and now all of a sudden we're being disrespectful. Like, I don't see that.
So, like, people push my buttons. That's the thing I hate.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Can you tell me what he exactly said, though? Like, if that's chill with you, like, what did he exactly, like, say? It sounds like he's also trying to come up with a reason. Like, if the issue was that he didn't want to play with JJ Orange anymore, that wouldn't still make sense if he said that, because for 2 years he was fine with it, and every other time this year he was fine with it, and 2024, so what's the difference now? That really, like, if you can.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm not for sure all what he was saying, but it's getting me mad to the point where me just wanting me just, I don't know.
Oh. Alright, well, yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure you're all good and all, and because to me, like, I was there for the majority of the time, like, when a lot of the stuff was said, and unless I went to the bathroom and left for a second, and he said something to you, I honestly, I don't really, like, here's the thing, and you might not remember or anything, but I feel like a lot of the stuff we did and said are usually what we usually say, like, ever since we played Apex, all three of us, and I don't know, maybe it's, like, if you just maybe don't like how JJ Orange jokes about it, or just, I don't know, or if it's just something.
I don't like how he jokes about it, how he keeps pushing on this what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And, yeah.
It feels like you want to get me mad. That's what it feels like.
Well, I don't want you to misunderstand this when I say this, but, like, that's just usually how me and him joke, and like, with other people, and we've done that for a while with you. And, I mean, I think I see what you're trying to say, though. I think, like, you know, what you're saying about, like, being bullied, like, in school and all that, I think that kind of, like, amplified it and made it, like, different, because, like, that's, like, you know, people that are just, like, being like that for no reason, and, like, they're just trying to, like, you know, freaking disrespect you for no reason, you know? But what I want you to know real quick, and I'll let you get back to what you're doing. I just really wanted to tell you, like, I want you to know, like, I don't know about JJ Orange, but you and me are homies. Like, we're friends. When I joke like that with you, and if that's something you don't like how that joke is, just let me know, and I won't do that no more. Cause I don't want you to feel like you're uncomfortable, or like you're in a place where you can't, like, chill and play games. Cause I didn't want you to leave. I didn't want you to go.
I know that. This is why I pointed the finger towards at JJ Orange when he was doing it. So.
Yeah, but whether he's, like, no matter what, he doesn't have to be exactly like me for him to not be blamed. He doesn't have to be exactly like me for him not to be the problem. And he does not have to exactly be like me to not be the reason that you're upset. You can't blame that on JJ Orange. That's disrespectful. Straight up. And that's what I was just saying, though. Like, we usually always do that, though. Like, that was just another day of us just messing around. And I feel like he didn't understand that. Like, even when I told him, I think it's, like, a misunderstanding or something. Like, I feel like he's misconceiving a lot of the stuff. I don't know what's going on, but you can't blame it on people who care about you and who are your friend. I mean, like, again, I barely even know DeadSec. So, like, I can't even say I care about, you know, him as a friend. I mean, like, now it's a little bit different. But, I mean, you know, I did. But, you know, again, I don't really know the person, so I can't say for sure. But, you know, for someone that did care about him as a friend, was homies with him, and, you know, it was all good and fine. Why mess that up? To randomly just blame JJ Orange for something we've been doing for 2 years, man, like that. I don't know, man. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. That's not cool. Maybe it's just maybe you don't rock with JJ Orange and how he does it, or like,
yeah,
you know,
how it is. Yeah.
It might just be that, and I mean, like, that's something, and I want to try to, like, fix that if I can. Because I don't think he's really trying to be like that. But I don't know. I can't say because I'm not JJ Orange and I'm not, like, that close to him. But the best I can say for you, bro, is just, like, if I do that and you don't like that, just let me know and I'll switch that up. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to, like, hurt your feelings or nothing. I'm just trying to have fun, play games, and usually, you know, sometimes when JJ Orange comes around, the humor changes a little bit, you know, and I don't know. It's just something I'm a little bit used to, so. I'm not changing anything. Nothing's going to change for anybody. I'm going to be myself, and there's nothing wrong with what me and JJ Orange had done, like I said. So, no, I just said that for the phone call. Just so people don't misunderstand that part. You know, just, I think the one thing we can leave this phone call with is, I'm gonna be on, and, like, I'm gonna just get on in a minute so we could play, but,
okay.
What I will tell you is this, like I said, if it affects you in any way and you don't like it, we'll switch it up. I'll do it some other way, but just know, like, I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to be like those people, because bro, like, I got bullied in school too. Like, I had that same thing happen to me, so I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's not cool because people are just being weird for no reason. Like, you're just different, and that's simple. Simple as that. And if they can't accept that, then let them not accept that. Just be yourself. It don't matter if you make them uncomfortable because you're yourself. It doesn't matter how they feel. It matters how you feel. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So, yeah. So I just wanted to, like, I didn't mean to, like, interrupt you, like I said, but, I just wanted to call you and talk to you about this right quick. Set the record straight and just let you know, because that's not cool how people do that at all. Yeah. I don't rock with that. People should treat others with respect. Like, it's fine to, like, joke around, but, like, when you take it too far and you're getting a little bit too into it, then that's like when it gets disrespectful.
Yeah.
And with you, that's not obviously not what I was trying to do. If I was like, if we knew each other, like, way more, we're, like, bestest of friends, then, like, I'd probably, joke around with you kind of like that, if that makes sense, because, like, like, I don't, since we don't know each other, I don't know, like, what, you think is funny and what you might like, and then the jokes you don't like, so on and so forth, so, because we just met each other, like, last year or year before something, so, like, but yeah, so, yeah, no, I mean, I just wanted to let you know and say what's up too, and because I'll see if JJ Orange is online. I'll talk to him a little bit or something. I'll actually talk to him and see if he can tone it down a little bit, and then maybe we can try playing again sometime. But I'm gonna make sure that he tones it down, because I don't want him to, like, join and then still do it the same way he did it last time. So I'll see what I can do, but yeah. I don't know. JJ Orange is he's an orange for sure. He's the fruit. So I was just saying that, but that's kind of the problem. There is no toning it down, because there wasn't anything to tone down, and it doesn't need to be toned down. And people can overreact and over dramatize things, and see this as, frickin' you're two-faced, the homies ZXinfinite, or you're playing both sides or whatever. There's none of that. There's absolutely nothing but dead sick being disrespectful and rude to me and JJ Orange for no reason, for literally playing the game. And I've already explained that. That's obviously what's been happening so far before I even said this tone it down part. So if you continue to misunderstand that, then that's on you. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it to you. There's no other, like, breaking it down. That's just what the video is so far. So, I mean, if that's too hard to understand, then I can't help you at this point. But yeah, dude.
One YouTuber or whatever, annoying orange.
Annoying orange. Nah, he's better than that orange. No, I'm just like, in my opinion. I usually didn't really even like Annoying Orange at first, and then he was alright for a little bit. But that Grandpa Lemon video is a classic. That one's probably my favorite one. But, yeah, bro, I'm going to go ahead and set up the PlayStation, and then get on Apex, and then before that, I'm going to talk to JJ for a second, and, try to let him know, just to kind of tone it down a little bit, because they're all trying to have fun, and, if something's making us not have fun, and because we're trying to enjoy ourselves, if something's, like, making that not happen, then we got to change that. So, basically, if you didn't hear what I said if we're enjoying ourselves, that's what we're trying to do. I'm gonna let him know, because if he doesn't change it, then I'm gonna have to, like, take breaks from playing with him or something, because I don't wanna, I don't want you to feel like, freaking uncomfortable. Like I said, I want you to be able to, like, play games and have fun and not have to, feel that way. Yeah, no, I'm just keeping it real with you, because, like, that's not cool, for that to make you feel that way. That's not what I want. So, I just want to, like I said, set the record straight, make sure you're good, make sure JJ Orange is good, make sure I'm good. I'm always good as long as you guys are good. So,
Okay.
Make sure everybody's happy and enjoying themselves. Because if someone's not happy, then we got to figure out a way where we're all good, you know. So that's just what I want. So that's why I wanted to call you, and I'm glad you picked up. Because if you didn't pick up, then I don't know. Like, I probably would have done the same thing on the game. But I didn't want to do it while streaming, so I probably would have had to make like 2 streams so I could stop the stream just to talk to you for a second. But yeah. So basically, that was the phone call. I thought I recorded me and JJ Orange's phone call, but I guess not. But I called JJ Orange right after, and I told him the situation of how like DeadSec's just acting weird for no reason. Like I said, it was out of character. It wasn't like something he normally does, and it was just uncalled for and uncharacteristic for him. So in conclusion, the best thing, I think, in my opinion, me and him have good chemistry and bond and whatnot. But I think, in my opinion, right now, the best thing to happen is just to take a break. With the result of this video, I'll see what happens. But I feel like really uncomfortable playing with someone like that who's, getting mad at my freaking brother for no reason at all. Like, it doesn't make me comfortable playing with someone like that. And JJ Orange didn't even do nothing. Like, I would love for any of you guys to go back to that stream and like, explain to me what me and JJ Orange did differently from that day, from like a stream in 2024 of me and JJ Orange in Apex with DeadSec, and then a stream from 2023 with JJ Orange and DeadSec. If you can find anything different in any of those streams, I would love for you to show me, because until then, JJ Orange did nothing wrong, I did nothing wrong, and I'm owed an apology. And so is JJ Orange. Because that's, again, disrespectful. And I just don't... I can't believe, like, nowadays, you can't even play games with someone without, being blamed for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unfriend him. Again, for now, until, things get figured out. And then, like I said, we'll get somewhere, hopefully, and that's what I hope for. So right now, I'm gonna finish watching WWE Raw, catch up, watch Elimination Chamber. I can feel a good day coming, and I want you guys to, as you guys view this story and view this video, I want you guys to come up with your own opinion, conclusion, your thoughts. I'm not going to disable the comments, but also, don't attack the guy, like I said. Humans make mistakes. We're all human. And everybody will make mistakes, and that's completely fine. But, once again, what was the point of that? So, I don't know. Maybe DeadSec's changed him. He's growing up, as we all do, and some people change as a person drastically, a lot, something like that. And I always will support LGBTQ and the furry community. I've never said anything bad about them. So anyway, hope you have a legendary grand day. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Shout out JJ Orange for just being the freaking JJ Orange. Go check out his channel, whatnot. He makes content sometimes when he feels like it. But yeah. So appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. I hope you guys can see what really happened in this situation, and I want you guys to, like I said, hopefully you guys can, see and understand how I understand it. I just felt like a video was due for this, and a video needed to be done, because it was so random and like uncalled for. So anyway, sorry, it needs to digest and everything. Anyway, it's been your boy, the homies, ZXinfinite. It's been that, and peace. See you guys next time.